You are now flying.
So I got the brothers all around me. If you keep the laws, then you my family. I got the angels right beside me. IUIC is where you find me. Stay strong, gotta stay firm. Foundation, what I lean on. This world sees my flaws, I just see the laws. I've been working, I've been trying to get my mind right. Knew it would happen, I just had to give it time. I knew what it mean to be a king, cause I've been through a lot. I was just a teen on the block. You can catch me with my brothers in the streets wearing purple and going hard.
Rise up.
Rise up.
Radio. The topic of the day, yo. The topic of the day is integrity. We got a fire topic. What you think, sir?
Yeah, I think that's something that's needed to go out to the communities. You know, a lot of us are so caught up in wickedness, and you know that it's impossible for you to see integrity in our communities on a regular basis. So, you know, it's definitely something that's missing.
I'm glad you said it like that. I actually took time out to copy the definition.
Oh, I'll praise it.
Yeah. Let's get the definition right quick, if you don't mind. Integrity. I'll go through them if you want me to stop me at any time. So, integrity. The quality of being honest and having strong moral principles, moral uprightness. Mm-hmm. Firm adherence to a code of especially moral or artistic values, incorruptibility, the quality or state of being complete or undivided. Synonyms may include and not limited to character, goodness, morality, rightness, uprightness, virtuousness, honesty, decency, and virtue. Like I said, not limited to, but those are a couple of them. Yo, what's your thoughts, yo?
That's heavy. That's heavy. You know, it's going into the way that a person walks. You know what I'm saying? Through life. You know what I'm saying? You know, we tend to follow after. You know, like our fathers and you know, people in the street and stuff. You know, so if they're not having that integrity, if they're not having that uprightness, you know, we follow behind that. That's how we lost our high moral standard that we once had as a people. You know,
and one thing I'll add to that, I'm glad you said that. Your integrity isn't shown in someone's or your friend's presence, but it's only shown in their absence. Because let's say you are the moral standard for our whole group. How can I say that our group has the right standard if it's only shown when I'm around? I'll know how our group, the testing of time for our group, when everybody holds still to the integrity, even when we depart from each other's presence.
Exactly.
You know, which
when you get that report back.
Right.
Yeah, I just seen him the other day, and you know what I'm saying. Hey, that brother's on this A game. You know. So.
It was like, hey, didn't y'all say ain't y'all moral code not to sleep with each other's wives or something like that?
Exactly.
He was up in the club dancing with that one brother's wife. Is he with y'all? It was like. Nah, he
couldn't be. Right.
But just to see what the Bible says about it right quick, get Proverbs. Get Psalms 26 and 1 right quick.
The book of Psalms, chapter 26 and verse 1. Judge me, O Lord, for I have walked in mine integrity.
He said, judge me. You can judge me, God, because I have walked in my integrity. Go ahead.
I have trusted also in the Lord. Therefore, I shall not slide.
So trusting in the Lord means to trust in the things written in his Bible, and that he's going to pull through in whatever he promised. You know, some people don't understand even what that is, trust. But let's just stick to integrity. The only way he says you can be honestly judged is if you continue to walk in your integrity. All right, and integrity is moral uprightness, righteousness, so on and so forth. Some our people don't know that.
All right.
Get that Ezekiel 18, I believe, right quick. Go ahead.
We want to come back to that.
Okay. Hey, we can come right back. That whole chapter's good.
Yeah.
We can come back to it.
You said Ezekiel?
Ezekiel 18, I believe, in verse 5. I haven't pulled this in a minute, though, so it may be give or take 15 or something like that, but I think Ezekiel 18 and 5. Yeah,
The book of Ezekiel, chapter 18 and verse 5.
Mm-hmm.
But if a man be just and do that which is lawful and right,
it says what? And do what?
and do that which is lawful and right.
So integrity goes into uprightness or rightness. You understand? It says if a man is following the law, he can be what? Just and lawful and right.
Mm-hmm.
You understand? So integrity goes into keeping the commandments. You know, there's like 5 sets of commandments for those who didn't know in the Christian community or whatever the case may be, that there's like 5 sets of laws. There's sacrificial laws. We ain't keeping that. I don't see people sacrificing doves no more. You know, there's moral laws, how you treat your brother, or just on what you should and what is right to do and what's not right to do. You have civil laws on how you deal with your brother. Then you have ceremonial laws, right? On like certain practices, and then you have dietary laws on what you should eat. So integrity goes mainly into the moral and civil laws on how we deal with each other and what is morally right and wrong.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Can we go back to that Psalms real quick?
Hell yeah. We can go like that.
Because I just looked at that real quick. So, because we was just talking about, the uprightness is or the integrity is not shown when you're in someone's face, but when you're apart, right? So verse 2, Psalms 26 and 2, it says,
examine me, O Lord, and prove me.
Right. So you want to be able to go through some, to be tested, to, you know what I'm saying, to be approached by a beautiful woman and be able to say, hey, no, sis, I don't get down like that. I'm married. I'm not, you know what I'm saying? I don't do like worldly men do and sleep around. You know, you want to be able to be proven and be found integrity. That's how you get the respect of the community, right? So read on.
Examine me, O Lord, and prove me. Try my reins and my heart.
And try my mind, right? Try to see where I'm coming from. See if I'm going actually apply the integrity that I say I got, right? Read on.
Verse 3, for thy loving kindness is before mine eyes, and I have walked in thy truth. So the truth we know is the Most High's laws, according to Psalms 148, right? So if you walking in His if you walking in His laws, then you'll be an upright, upstanding person walking in integrity. Go to 1 Corinthians 11 and 19. You had said something earlier. I'll tell you right now, I strive for the moral high ground. Yes. You ever seen Star Wars? He said, Anakin, don't do it. I got the high ground. He like, you underestimate my evil. He didn't say that, though. He said my power. But he was crazy. He's like, bro, I have the high ground. So to that point, I strive to always have a moral high ground. And what it'll do, hopefully, is promote those around me to achieve to the same level or even exceed me, so I have an example to follow. But watch this.
You said 1 Corinthians
11 and 19.
The book of 1 Corinthians, chapter 11, verse 19. For there must be also heresies among you.
It says there must be people that speak contrary. So heresies go into things that are contrary to what you have learned or what's been established, pretty much a social norm. Right. You understand? So read it one more time.
For there must be also heresies among you, that they which are approved may be made manifest among you.
So most of the stuff that we go through is to prove or make us approve amongst those who are amongst us.
Right.
If you never have people that speak in opposition to your moral high ground and such, you'll never know your integrity.
Right, exactly.
Like you need that one. I say this with a grain of salt. You need that crazy person amongst you to understand that I I'm not all that bad.
Right.
I thought I was crazy. I'm not all that bad. What's that one in Judges? They left the nations around us to prove us. I think it's Judges 2.
Yep.
If any of our viewers are listening in, you know it. How about this? You help us out. You text me right now.
He's like Judges 2.
Yeah, 2 and 23.
23.
No. Yeah. 23.
Okay. The book of Judges chapter
Start at verse 22, sorry.
the book of Judges chapter 2 and verse 22. That through them I may prove Israel.
So he left, if you read up, we ain't gonna hit everything. If you read up though, he left the other nations amongst the children of Israel to do what?
Whether they will keep the way of the Lord to walk therein.
To check our integrity. He left. Look, if he never would have left them amongst us, he could never been able to be proven to prove us.
Right.
So he left the other nations amongst us to be able to prove us. And some of y'all have people like that in y'all circle right now. Y'all got people that say a lot of slick stuff, evil stuff that may socially not be right or morally right, but you still leave them around you because some of y'all may agree with it. Or some of y'all don't have the huevos to speak up on it, to say something. But literally, you ain't gonna know your integrity unless you have those people around you.
Exactly.
Go ahead.
Prove it. That through them that I may prove Israel, whether they will keep the way of the Lord to walk therein, as their fathers did keep it, or not.
It says it's just literally to prove what you gonna do. And that's the type of people I have around me. That's the type of people we all have around us. We have people that are literally set to see how we gonna move, whether we gonna do what's morally right or not. So I'm like, like some brothers like, yeah, man, I allow my wife to go to the club. That's on you. Me personally, I'm not gonna put them in a situation to fail. Right. But let's say you do it, man. It's either she gonna be faithful or not. Okay.
That's foolish.
That's foolishness.
That's foolish.
You have the right Tyrone Biggums to walk up and prove her that she gonna fail. Go ahead. What's you about to say, bro?
Verse you want 23 as well?
That's fine.
Okay. Therefore the Lord left those nations without driving them out hastily, neither delivered he them into the hand of Joshua.
So some nations didn't get totally delivered into the hand of Joshua. Also, he didn't drive them out hastily, so it took a process of time. So with that in mind, we wasn't scot-free with no trials. Get that up, 1 Peter chapter 4 right quick. I see you hold some in Sirach.
It ain't going nowhere.
Okay, I got you. All right. 1 Peter 4 and 12 right quick.
The book of 1 Peter chapter 4 and verse 12. Beloved, think it not strange concerning the fiery trial, which is to try you.
It says, don't think it's strange when you have, that's why I like when you read verse 2 in Psalms 26. Don't think it's strange when this stuff happens around you, because in Psalms 26 it says, examine me, O Lord, and prove me. How you gonna prove you if you never went through nothing? If everything you go through, you think it's strange.
If your integrity ain't tested.
How I'm gonna know you morally upright, or you true, or you a liar. I'm not gonna know unless you go through stuff.
Right, exactly.
Go ahead.
As though some strange thing happened unto you.
Go ahead.
But rejoice in as much as ye are partakers of Christ's suffering, that when his glory shall be revealed, ye may be glad also with exceeding joy.
Let's go ahead and get that Sirach. So it says take it cheerfully. So just be happy when you're going through certain things. The people around you acting funny and stuff like that, because all they doing is showing you their level of integrity. You ain't gonna know what type of person you are unless you know the people around you. If you hanging around 9 idiots, most likely you're the 10th idiot.
One. You just don't know it.
You just don't know it.
Right. It's Sirach 37 and 12.
All right. Yes, sir.
That real quick, because like you said, when the moment comes that those people that's around you are testing you, then there's something you should do once you find out that these people are not trying to walk the same way I walk, right? So verse 12, you can read that.
It says Sirach, or Ecclesiasticus, chapter 37, verse 12.
Mm-hmm.
But be continually with a godly man.
So you get rid of them. You like, these brothers are not honest brothers. These brothers is out trying to do crimes, trying to sleep with every woman in town. These are not people of integrity. So I need to get from around amongst them and find godly men, right? Go ahead.
Whom thou knowest to keep the commandments of the Lord.
Hey, those that are going to be walking in integrity.
That's right.
You know what I'm saying? Go ahead.
Whose mind is according to thy mind, and will sorrow with thee if thou shalt miscarry.
What they say, birds of a feather flock together. Yeah, so you want somebody whose mind is like your mind, and that will sorrow. What does it say? Sorrow with thee
if thou shalt miscarry.
Right. It's hard to be a man of integrity in the world that we live in today.
Around snakes.
Yeah.
So we're going to touch more on these snakes after these brief messages, yo.
If I had a choice of where I want to be, you can see me running to the battleground. Front line, first infantry. I want to be the first one there to get down. I would die on a daily. I'm coming up to sacrifice me right now. Put me in the army of the Most High. Put me in the army of the Most High. Milk dripping from my cheek, but I put down the rattle, for thou was girding me with strength for the battle. God handed me.
All right, so what were you leaving off at? Snakes, go ahead and finish your thought.
But yeah, you want to be around people that have the same mind as you know, because it's not an easy walk being an upright person. We can get Proverbs 29:27.
Proverbs chapter 29, verse 27. An unjust man is an abomination to the just.
Hey, look, it should be despised to be around heathen-minded people. You know what I'm saying? It should be detestable to you to be around wicked-minded men. Come on.
And he that is upright in the way is abomination to the wicked.
Right. So if you keep it in integrity, them people is gonna despise you. What the hell is wrong with this?
What is that saying, Sirach? So you're telling me if you're around morally wrong people or people that lack integrity and they don't detest you,
right?
You may be morally wrong and you lack integrity.
Right. You're not examining yourself properly.
It's impossible. I like this precept. It's impossible for somebody to have integrity to walk around too long with people that have no integrity.
Exactly.
Why is that? Ephesians chapter 4. Ephesians chapter 4.
The book of Ephesians chapter 5 and verse 11. And have no fellowship with the unfruitful works of darkness.
It says, don't have fellowship with those who lack integrity. I'm going to just sum it up for you. Those who lack integrity, don't walk with them. Go ahead.
But rather reprove them.
It says rather correct them.
Right.
The reason the person that has integrity is going to be around people that lack it is because they're going to say something.
Yeah. They're
going to rebuke those who lack integrity.
Right.
But when you just like them, you ain't going to say nothing. Right. Those are your cliques.
Hey, you know, that's the problem in our community, because all these people are walking around with no integrity and nobody's saying anything.
Nobody's saying nothing.
Hey, look, the drug dealer goes out there on the block every day, you know, killing our people, and you know, he's just a part of the neighborhood. Instead of rebuking this brother, you know, getting him on the straight path, or making him leave the community.
Right.
You know, we sit up there and allow that thing to go down.
Allow him to continue to push drugs in our community.
These monsters. These monsters that lack integrity.
Yes.
Nobody's saying nothing.
Right.
We allowing them around us and then get mad when something happened.
Right.
Why did little Ray get shot down?
It's because you didn't say nothing.
You didn't say nothing. You didn't say nothing to Pookie.
Right.
You know, you got to say something to get. You have to have integrity to build up people around you that's going to have integrity.
Mm-hmm.
What was that, verse 11?
Yeah.
Yes,
verse
sir.
12.
Verse 12. For it is a shame even to speak of those things which are done of them in secret.
It said because the things that they do, those who are morally right are going to say something in the open. They're gonna show it. They're not going to hide it. So the things that said, they're going to be said in secret, and that's a shame. It's a blot on you. Watch this, verse 13.
Verse 13. But all things that are reproved are made manifest by the light.
It says everything that's corrected is going to be made manifest by the commandments of God. Yo. It's going to be made manifest. You're going to say something. You understand? Like, it don't make sense if you're around people that don't have integrity or not morally up. I don't want to go to the synonyms again. That don't have rightness, uprightness, virtuousness, honesty, decency.
Right.
It should be hard to be around them.
Right.
You should feel vexed every time they breathe.
They should be an abomination.
They should be an abomination.
Right.
That's a strong word for certain, you know. For those who didn't go, they went to public school.
Detestable.
Detestable is good. I like detestable.
Yeah.
I detest
Yeah.
you.
Get up off my block with that. And look, they fight for blocks when it comes to selling. But the people in the neighborhood not fighting for the block. You know,
they not fighting for the block to
Exactly.
make sure the block is what
safe.
is it say?
Safe
A
for the
state of
community.
being complete or undivided.
There you go.
You know, like nah. Watch this, yo. Go back to Psalms 26, yo. I actually ain't done with that chapter. That whole chapter 5.
Yeah.
Verse 4.
The book of Psalms, chapters 26 and verse 4. I have not sat with vain persons.
It said, so, listen, a person with integrity like King David, like our forefather, those we should aspire to, he didn't sit with those who were unprofitable, who didn't benefit their community, who are not productive citizens in their society. He didn't sit with people like that. Go ahead.
Neither will I go with dissemblers.
Neither will he go with dissemblers. What are dissemblers? I had a lot of definitions down today, man. To sum it up in one word, fake. Dissemblers are fake people, bro. To hide under false pretenses. You want to know who fake people? This is for those who are listening. Fake people are those who would call you and tell you and talk to you about another person. And when you ask them, did you talk to that person? They're going to tell you, nah, I didn't talk to them.
Right.
There's some invisible wall that prohibits me from talking to them.
Right.
Those are fake people. Those are dissemblers.
So I'll listen to this person talk about you, but won't say nothing. You know what I'm saying? You just let them gossip or speak down on you, and simply, hey, you're part of the conversation instead of rebuking them. Hey, if you got a problem with them, hey, go talk to that man. Yeah.
What are we talking about?
Right.
Get that Proverbs 26:24 real quick. Now that you said that.
You say Proverbs.
Proverbs 26:24.
The book of Proverbs, chapter 26 and verse 24. He that hateth dissembleth with his lips.
A person that has hatred is fake with their lips. Go ahead.
And layeth up deceit within them.
They said they store lies in them like a bank, like a food bank, like a food pantry. They store lies in them. They have it stacked up. Why can't you just be true to yourself? They go into their data files trying to find a lie that works.
Right. This worked before.
This worked before. This one I haven't pulled out. I was saving this for a higher ranked person.
Right.
I was saving this for somebody different. You know? But that person right there, that person is storing up hatred inside of themselves. Go ahead.
Shall be shewed, excuse me,
Verse 25.
verse 25. When he speaketh fair,
It says, when this person speaketh, they speak as if they have integrity.
Right.
That's why I said in the beginning of the show, true integrity is not shown in your face.
Mm-hmm.
It's behind your back when nobody else can see or hear what's going on.
Right.
But it says, when this person speaketh fair, go ahead.
believe him not.
Don't believe that person. When they speak in favor of you, when they speak as if everything's sweet in the hood or in your neighborhood, like Mr. Rogers, don't believe them.
Mm-hmm.
Go ahead.
For there are 7 abominations in his heart.
There's 7 detestable sins inside of this person. Because remember, it says they layeth up deceit, remember?
Mm-hmm.
They just got all type of stuff stored inside their body that they have failed to release. You understand? And what's going to happen is going to come out. Go ahead.
Verse 26.
Yep.
Whose hatred is covered by deceit.
So persons that dissembles, that has 7 abominations in their heart, their true hatred, their true intent, their lack of integrity and thereof is covered up by more lies, man.
Mm.
That's, when they say a liar, when you have one lie, you have to keep
tell another one to cover up that lie.
you got to
Right.
keep telling lies
Yeah.
to cover up the lie, the initial lie.
Yep. And then you end up getting caught anyway because you can't remember the first lie.
Exactly. He said,
Yeah.
but that's not what you said earlier. So these people right here, what's the end judgment for them? Read.
His wickedness shall be shewed before the whole
These
congregation.
type of people, you want to know what happens? You really want to know what happens? Their true intents, their true nature is then shown before their whole circle.
Mm-hmm.
It's shown before the whole congregation. It's shown before the church. It's shown before the classroom. It's shown before everybody. Everybody's gonna see what type of person this person is because it takes a lot of energy to be fake.
Look, and then on top of that, you don't lost all respect. You know what I'm saying? People not want to deal with you.
Mm-hmm.
They're gonna know, hey, this is that type of person that he is.
Yeah.
You know, hey, get from by me.
Get from by that person.
I can't trust you.
Right.
Really?
And then it says it in verse 27.
Go ahead.
It set itself up.
It says, I'll read it. It says, whoso diggeth a pit shall fall therein.
Yep. So like you were saying, Officer Gabriel, with those words, oh, shalom. Oh, it's so good to see you. It says he sets himself up in verse 27. He falls in his own pit.
Mm-hmm. It says, and he that rolleth a stone, it will return upon him.
It's coming back to bite you in the butt. It's
Exactly.
gonna come back and bite you in the butt.
'Cause you can only lie for so. I'm gonna tell you straight. You can only lie for so long before you get caught up in it. You know what I'm saying? That's why it's best to be what? Have integrity.
Right.
That's why I said in Philippians chapter 2, in verse 12, it says, not only in my presence only, but also in my absence.
Right.
Work out your own salvation. Be right.
Yeah.
Be upright. Be true to yourself. What you got?
Psalms 37 and 37. See, this scripture tells us how we don't have to worry about getting caught up in a situation like that, right?
Psalms 37 and verse 37. Mark the perfect man.
Hey, take a look. Take a look at the man that is walking in integrity, right?
And behold the upright.
Hey, look, check out how he walking. Check out how he moves. Check out how he's dealing with the people. How the people are responding to him, right? Read on.
For the end of that man is peace.
Hey, you able to sleep at night. You know, you able to know, hey, I didn't cause anybody harm today. You know what I'm saying? I didn't tell no lies.
Right.
You know, I didn't disrespect our women. You know what I'm saying? I've done none of those things. I am blameless.
And nothing I did today is going to come back to bite me.
There you go.
The people that got to worry about stuff like that, they got to call somebody else and get their lives together. They got to discuss lies and stuff. Them the people that,
oh man,
the end result is not going to be peace. It's not, but you know when you're truly walking with integrity, you ain't got to worry about anything coming back to bite you.
Hey, look,
Because you didn't dig a pit for somebody else.
Look, I remember somebody said, "Hey, can you tell my wife I was with you last night?"
Oh,
Hell
man.
no.
I had a video about that, dude. I had a video about that, and we're going to talk about it after these brief messages.
There you go.
Rise up.
Rise up.
Radio. All right. So as we always say, the views expressed here are not necessarily the views of Lexington Community Radio or its board of directors. The views expressed are solely our own. All right. If you have any issues, these issues are totally objectionable, and you can tune off at any time, or you can call in.
There you go.
I want to hear your thoughts.
Let's choose the latter.
Let's choose the latter, yo. Get to my you. Wow. What? My job texts me like, "Did you quit? What are you talking about? What happened?"
Yeah, you guys have no integrity.
They don't. They don't have no integrity. But either way, be that as it may, yo, integrity is just talking about, like I said, we always said, being honest, yo. And one of the things that we were about to talk about before we had to take a brief break was the fact that one man called another man and said, "Hey, his girl was in the back." Right. He was like, "Hey, so wasn't I with you all last night?" He's like, "Yeah, you was with me all last night." He's like, "I told you, babe, I told you." And then he said, "In the club." He's like,
right. He put him out there.
Put him out there.
Yes, sir.
He put him out there, man. So, if you was honest and being honest and forthright with your woman, you wouldn't have to worry about laying up deceit. Right. Being fake, being dissembling with your lips and stuff like that. Right. You can say what you gotta say with no issues. But when you're lying and laying up deceit, you gotta cover your tracks. You gotta pull other people into your lies, your fakeness.
You gotta add sin to sin. Yeah, exactly what that is.
Sin upon sin.
We ain't gonna get that.
Oh yeah, let's get it, brother. We can get it.
Get the I'm thinking Sirach
5.
Yeah, I think Sirach 5.
Sirach 5 and 7.
The book of Sirach, chapter 5 and verse 5. Concerning propitiation, be not without fear to add sin unto sin.
Propitiation is talking about reconciliation or atonement. So, considering an atonement, especially knowing that for those who are Christian believers, you know that Christ died for you, right? Right?
And he coming back soon.
Right? Right? It says don't be without fear to add sin unto sin or sin on top of sin. So now you lied. Now you bringing in accomplices. Now you dissembling with your lips. Now you give me some more.
How about this point?
Trying to get
the Christian. This is going to offend some people, but the Christian church is the biggest group of people without integrity.
Facts.
I'm telling you. And look,
if you disagree, you can tune off at this time.
Hey, or you can call 859. What's that number? 721.
859-721-5690.
Yeah, bring forth your strong reasoning.
Don't just be offended and don't say nothing.
Right.
But at the end of the day, it is what it is. How many? I'm telling you right now. Look to your neighbor and say, "Neighbor, you be lying all the time. I be having a cover for you all the time."
All the time.
Them people they lack integrity, and so it just makes his statement true. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? For those who go into the church, I love Jesus, I love the Lord, and then you go into the club Saturday night right after church, or right before church, right, and you kick it and you jive it,
smelling like
you
church.
You ain't lying. I ain't let the church smell off of them yet. Right. What's going? Why you smell like that? You smell like you ain't anointment and oils. you smell like tides. So like some people haven't even let that stuff off, But all in all, go ahead. What you about to say, Jan?
I said I was gonna say that's why they aren't blessed either.
You ain't lying. You learn about that. Go back to Proverbs 26 and verse 5 right quick. I ain't done with Proverbs. Psalms. I ain't done with Psalms 26. Y'all thought we was done. We never done. Michael never did.
We got
He
more.
never did.
What verse you want?
Verse 5.
The book of Psalms, chapter 26 and verse 5. I have hated the congregation of evildoers.
He said what?
I have hated the congregation of evildoers.
Read verse 1 right quick.
Verse 1. Judge me, O Lord, for I have walked in mine integrity.
Now read verse 5 again.
Verse 5. I have hated the congregation of evildoers
Go ahead.
and will not sit with the wicked.
So a person with integrity, as King David was, he hated the congregation of evildoers and would not sit with people that did iniquity, that lacked integrity, that weren't honest or upright. Why? Because I'm telling you, what's gonna happen is either you're gonna reprove them or you're gonna join them.
Right. It said, can two walk together unless they
Let's
agree?
The book of 2 Peter, chapter 2 and verse 7. And delivered just Lot.
God at that time delivered just Lot out of the city of Sodom and Gomorrah. Go ahead.
Vexed with the filthy conversation of the wicked.
Well, a man with integrity can't sit with the wicked or evildoers of the congregation because it'll vex him. It'll vex him. Go ahead.
Verse 8. For that righteous man dwelling among them and seeing and hearing vex his righteous soul from day to day.
You see that? Sitting amongst those who do evil is going to vex you day to day. Shoot, some of us minute to minute, I can't be around.
Right.
Oh, every time I'm around him, he always talking about something crazy.
Every time you see him coming, I gotta walk the other way.
I gotta walk the other way.
Gonna have me out the spirit.
It is gonna vex you just being around him.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna tell you right now. That's how you know if you crazy or not.
Mm-hmm.
You know if you lack integrity or not. You lack integrity if people that lack integrity are around you and they don't vex you.
Right.
I'm talking about sisters too. Women be thinking they are excused, like women especially.
Right.
The gossip girls, the trash talkers. Mm-hmm. They always got to talk to somebody that has the next big scoop, and it don't vex them. It never vexes them. They right along with it.
They're okay with that conversation.
It don't vex them.
Right.
That's how you know. It says for the righteous man hearing what you ain't righteous. You lack integrity. If nothing, the people that lack integrity around you, it never vexes you.
Right.
Nah, I'm gonna be vexed if you saying some crazy stuff. I'm gonna be vexed if you always doing something morally wrong, civilly wrong. You always justifying why you did something evil, or every time I'm in a situation with you, it does not end in peace. Come on, man, you can't be around people like that. What you got?
I'm looking for that. Where's the righteous? I know I'm a butcher it.
Mm-hmm.
It said, what has the righteous to do with the unrighteous?
First Corinthians 6.
It's 6. Okay.
I think it's 6. Yeah.
2 Corinthians, chapter 6 and verse 14.
Mm-hmm.
Be ye not unequally yoked together with unbelievers.
Right. So, because when you believe in walking with integrity, when you believe in, hey, I shouldn't be killing my brother, I shouldn't be hating my brother, right? And you walking with someone that don't believe that same thing, right? Go ahead.
For what fellowship with righteousness with unrighteousness?
Right, you shouldn't be hanging around that person. Y'all don't have nothing in common. When what it say? Good communication,
Corrupt good
corrupt
manners.
communication.
Evil
Evil
communication corrupts good manners.
Right. So if you hanging around them, they gonna rub off on you. You not finna make them stop being evil. So what do we have to talk about? Come on, read on.
And what communion have light with darkness?
Hey, the light is the person that's walking around with integrity. You're something that should be seen throughout the world, right? And but we know that's talking about the person that's keeping the commandments.
Right.
You know, and the darkness is the person that's sin. They don't go together. That's like oil and water.
It's like oil and water.
Right. Read
Don't
on.
mix. Verse 15.
Uh-huh.
And what concord have Christ? Concord. Thank you. Have Christ with Belial.
Hey, Christ did not hang around the devil. Hey, look, when the devil jumped on Peter, he said, "Get behind me, Satan! I ain't dealing with you." You know what I'm saying? We got to do the same thing when we dealing with people that's not walking in integrity.
That's right.
Yeah. Read on.
Or what part have he that believeth with an infidel?
With a non-believer.
There you go.
It does not make sense, bro. It does not make sense. And that's why those who have integrity with those who don't lack it. Those who have integrity with those who lack integrity. All right? We're going to touch on it a little bit more after these brief messages, all right? Or commercials. Watch this. Radio. I turned that one off for a reason. That was that one over there.
Oh, yeah.
You don't hear this. Oh man, whose kid is that in the background?
Right.
You know, we're a loving community.
That's right.
All right, but we hope y'all picked up something from what we got going so far, y'all. Because, like I said, integrity is a lot, yo. And integrity approves the level of people you have around you, friends, family, social circle, whatever the case may be. Some of us don't know the people we have around us. All right. So how do we find out? By kind of proving them through the Bible, through the lens of God. All right. Let's go back to Psalms 26.
They thought we was done.
So that whole chapter getting hit. Some people got the Psalms Bible.
Right.
All they got is Psalms in the New Testament. They ain't never seen this. Watch this, yo.
Did you want to start at verse 6, officer?
Read verse 6, yo.
The book of Psalms, chapter 26 and verse 6.
I'm going to jump down. Jump to verse 9.
Verse 9. Gather not my soul with sinners.
It says, don't gather me with sinners. That's talking about in life and death. You understand? I don't want to be gathered with sinners. What's your judgment going to look like? Well, I'm kind of destined for damnation. I ain't had integrity since I came out the womb. You get what I'm saying? So, I don't think I want to be gathered with you.
Right.
Go ahead.
Nor my life with bloody men.
Those who are quick to shed blood. Those who are full of wrath. I'm talking about those who don't have no moral compass. Because it says it in Sirach chapter 8, I believe. Go there right quick. I'm telling you, some of us don't know the people we be hanging around too, by the way. I want to throw it out there. Verse 15.
You got the Psalms Bible.
Verse 15.
The book of Sirach chapter 8 and verse 15.
Yep.
Travel not by the way with a bold fellow.
Don't go with somebody that's bold. Them forward brothers. They always gonna get you wrapped up. He said, bro, like I was watching this one video. He was like, hey, look, there's a group of men, and the only way for me to survive this situation is for me to walk away. Because they would say, hey, man, your girl look good. He was like, the only way for me to survive this is for me to walk away. You see the videos in the class. And the sister go, are you dumb? And he says, but I have the simple woman who's going to get me in trouble.
Right.
He said, we're going to walk away. And they grabbed him up.
Yeah, they roughed him up.
They roughed him up. He said, and now look at her. Look at her. She's safe while I'm about to die.
Right.
So it says, don't travel with bold fellows.
Right.
Those who have no tact, no discretion. Those who cannot rule their spirit. Go ahead.
That's that.
I lost my place.
Travel not by the way with a bold fellow, lest he become...
Okay. Travel not by the way with a bold fellow, lest he become grievous unto thee.
Go ahead.
For he will do according to his own will.
The person the only way you're gonna be grieved is a person that usually. I want you to work with me here. Walk with me. Walk with me. When you have a friendship, there's like this mutual understanding on what to do and what not
What's
to do, right?
acceptable, what's not, yeah.
Yeah, but then you have the person that they know your mind, but they don't care about your mind.
Right.
This is the person that's doing according to their own will. Go ahead.
I was gonna say that's that Cheddar Bob
Oh, Cheddar Bob.
and 8 Mile.
Yeah, it's that Cheddar Bob. I'm telling you, the people that you want to be by is the people that they understand the mutual understanding of your friendship, and they know what to do and what not to do, not to offend you.
And they respect it.
And they respect it. Yeah.
Respect the boundaries and stuff.
That's integrity.
Yes.
Go ahead.
For he would do according to his own will,
Uh-huh.
and thou shalt perish with him through his folly.
You gonna perish with him through his own folly, his foolishness. Hey, like you remember? There's a story. I cannot remember the state. Sister has an issue with another sister and sends her 2 daughters to go fight.
Oh yeah.
I remember
And they
that.
both got gunned down.
And the mama pulled off. She after so long of sitting there, you would think she would go in to check to see what's up, but she pulled off. She didn't even go in to check on her daughter. It's crazy.
Perish with him through his own folly. And that's not the first time that happened, though.
Right.
It's not the first time that happened. Another lady, she traveled. It was a black family, of course, African American family, and she went to go fight another sister. The sister guns her daughter down, and now she's grieving with her. She's grieving over her daughter. This ain't because I remember one of our elders, Deacon Asap, he brought it out a couple years ago about the sister she's like, look at the beautiful daughter getting cut down because of ratchetry.
Right.
This is what that's talking about, being perishing with this person because of the folly that they do. Right. The people around you should have integrity or have a moral compass on what to do. Exactly. And if they don't, then you got to be the one that says, look, bro, this is how we should be rocking according to the Bible. And if you can't do this, then we can't walk.
There you go.
Because you're like a lion, and I'm trying to be as harmless as a dove. Right. You're like a serpent, all this sly and sneaky and deceitful, and I'm over here trying to be like a lamb,
right?
Peaceable and stuff.
Yeah, the scriptures say open rebuke is better than secret love.
Yeah,
you got to let them know, or you out of order.
Or exactly.
you know the hell wrong
you ain't so you ain't gonna say nothing,
right?
All right.
I can't let that slide.
right. Read verse 16 for me, bro.
Verse 16. Strive not with an angry man.
Because remember it says bloody man, right? We still in that vein. Go ahead.
And go not with him into a solitary
Don't
place.
go with angry brothers, and don't follow them in places where y'all both alone. I'm telling y'all know them people around y'all. Y'all know people in y'all circle. That brother always got an angry spirit on him. Right. He can't rule himself. He's unruly. He doesn't know how to conduct the speech. He has no tact. I'm not going nowhere with him alone.
Right.
He's gonna say why in the next verse.
It is. Yonder's in the spirit. Watch
He's
this.
gonna get you.
For blood is as nothing in his sight.
Your blood is as nothing in his sight. Beating you is like squashing an ant in his sight. All I got to do is be in a black shirt. I'll be out for a little minute.
There you go.
I'll be able to justify it with my lies and stuff. Go ahead.
And where there is no help,
when you ain't gonna have no help, no witnesses,
he will overthrow thee.
He's gonna beat the hell out of you. He's gonna serve you up like stump the yard, or you got served.
Order up. Yeah.
It's like, why every time we talking or have a conversation alone, you go to 10 automatically.
Right.
Trying to scream me down.
Right.
Like, calm all that down. I'm not gonna calm down. 1 second. I'll be right back. I notice we're in a solitary way and you're an angry man. I gotta go get somebody.
Right.
Maybe he'll calm down with 2 of us. I'm still not gonna calm down.
I'm not coming back.
So, okay.
I'm not coming back.
I'm not coming back.
Yeah, you come find me.
Yeah, or you meet a fellow angry person. They meet you with the man named 4-5. Or his first name is Smith and his last name is Weston. His first name is Consequences. His last name is On God.
There you go.
You mess with a man named Consequences On God? Yes.
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 Definitely.
But we pray you enjoyed the show.
That's right. That's right.
It's been a minute since I've been on Officer Sirach.
Hey, welcome back to the show. Hey, it's good to have you back, brother.
All praise to the Father. I'm glad to be
Hey,
back.
Officer Yon too. Welcome back, brother.
No, we're glad to be on the show. Another successful show. We pray you enjoyed it. As we stated before, the views expressed here are not necessarily the views of Lexington Community Radio or its board of directors. The views expressed are solely our own. You are listening to Radio Lex WLXU 93.9. 93.9 FM. There you go, the English station, all right?
Yeah.
So, and we were your host, Rise Up Radio.
That's right.
What is a nation?
Nation is family. Nation is community. Nation is men leading by example. Nation is women's support. Nation is children with role models. Nation is unity. Nation is you. It's nation time.
And finally, my brethren, be strong in the Lord, His word.